Topic 8, Lesson 1, Arrays and Multiplying Two-Digit Numbers. The objective for today's lesson is, I will use arrays to multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers to find the product. The problem for today is, a theater has 14 rows of seats with 23 seats in each row. How many seats are in the theater? Go ahead and include this problem in your notes now. We will begin cubing this. Remember that the C in cube stands for circling the numbers. So I'm going to read the problem again. A theater has 14 rows of seats with 23 seats in each row. How many seats are in the theater? I have 14 and 23. U stands for underlining the question, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. How many seats are in the theater? So I know I'm trying to solve to find out how many seats total I have. Remember that it's very important to box in all important words. I think that seats is going to be my important word for this problem because that will end up being my label at the end of the problem. E, eliminate any information I don't need. Okay, so now I am ready to set up my problem. I know that I have 14 rows of seats and I have 23 seats in each row. Based on that information, I know I need to multiply 23 times 14. Today we're going to talk about using an array and a box diagram to solve this problem. Go ahead and glue your grid paper in your notes now. Using the array that you've glued down in your notes, go ahead and count 23 across the top and 14 down the side. You're going to divide out your array. You're going to divide out your array and come up with sections that'll be easier to multiply. So my array right here, I have a 20 by 14 array. So going across the top, I'm going to go ahead, you guys should do the same thing. Go across 20 and draw a line going down 10. So I am going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all the way down there, and then I'm going to go across and cut that one. So in this box, I have 20 across the top, and I have 10 down the side. So inside here, I would multiply my 2 times 1, 1, and I get 2. I have 2 zeros, so I have to have those right there. So in this first box, I have 200. So there are 200 little squares in my first box. Down here, I have, again, I've broken apart my number, so I should have 4. 10 and 4 is 14. So across here on the bottom, for 20 times 4, because remember, all the way across this number right here, I have 20. 2 times 4 gives me 8, and I put my 0 on the end, so I have 80 there. So that's for 1/2 of it. If you'll notice in my array right here, I don't have the last 3 to give me 23 across the top. You have plenty on your paper to do that. For example, you have yours that looks just like this. So across the top you have 200, or 20 to give you this box of 200. You have your other one over here on the side. So I have my 3 across, because remember 20 and 3 gives me the 23 that I originally started with. So I have my 3 times my 10, because again going down the side right here I have 10. Remember, I'm just breaking apart these numbers to make up my numbers that will be much easier to work with. So 3 times 1 gives me 3, and I put my 0 on the end, giving me 30. Down here, my last spot right here, I have 4 down the side and 3 across. 4 times 3 gives me 12. So all of these numbers in here are my partial products. And remember, with partial products, we always need to add them together. So here are all the different parts of my product. I will end up adding those all together to give me my full product. Now we're going to try doing the same problem, only using a box diagram. Go ahead and glue in the box diagram you were given. Using the provided box diagram, we can multiply numbers just like we would using an array, only without the small boxes inside. We still break apart our numbers, keeping in mind our place value. This is just another way to solve instead of creating or coloring an array. Write down these same numbers on your box diagram. Remember that the original problem was 23. The original problem was 23 times 14. So I still broke up those two numbers, and I have them right here. I have my 20 and my 3, my 10 and my 4. So if I added those numbers back together, I would have my 14 and my 23. So when we work with the box diagram, we are multiplying the two numbers together and putting their answer in the box at where they meet. So 10, 20, and 10 meet right here. So in this box, I would do my 2 times my 1 gives me 2 with 2 zeros. In this next box, I have my 3 times my 10 giving me 30. In this box, I have my 20 times my 4 giving me 80. In this last box, I have my 3 times my 4 giving me 12. So remember, again, these are all partial products. With partial products, it's very important for me to add them all back together. When you are adding, you have to line up your numbers to keep your place value in order. So you add them up and get your final answer of 322. After you multiply all of the factors, you will have to add all of your partial products together. Writing your answer as a number sentence would be written just like this. 23 times 14 equals 322. Remember, a number sentence, I have both parts of my answer, part of the original problem, so 23 times 14. So I have my factors right there, and my answer is included. In your notes, I want you to create your own box diagram to solve the following problem. 16 times 35. If I have a 2-digit number, I'm going to have 2 boxes on top and 2 boxes on the side, because it's a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number. Remember to break up the number using your place value skills.